Has Pixar finally done Christianity justice? Disney and Pixar did something that honestly I wasn't expecting them to do. They introduced a Christian character, which seems like it's a first for Disney. When non-Christian studios get a hold of Christianity, they usually like to misrepresent the faith. They throw in things that aren't really biblical, that would get some people in the Christian faith in an uproar for disrespecting Christianity. Win or Lose is a show on Disney that has many main characters and follows their different journeys and stories about how they handle what seems the pressures of life. What's cool is that this show is set in the world of Inside Out. Laurie is a character that struggles with self-doubt, but even more so, approval from her dad, who was also the coach of the team, approval from her teammates, the people around her, which with the pressure of that forms into this huge big blob in her life that I'm guessing is self-doubt, who is always talking sweet negativity in her ear. This show felt like the most relatable thing for me personally. I think the reason why this first episode works, not just for Christians, but legit for every kid athlete who may watch this episode in the future, is because more times than not, athletes find themselves praying to God in sporting events, even if they don't take him as seriously. Laurie addressing God as Heavenly Father and the things that she asks for admittedly are for the benefit of her own gain, to do well, to have the approval from everyone around her. Here's what we can learn from the show. Some of the themes in the show can be pulled out to help us realize our human need for approval. All of us struggle with it. It doesn't go away when we grow up. Well, into our adult years, the things we do, the things we wear, the jobs we get, the people we date and marry, our friends, all stemmed from this need for approval. We want to be accepted, and when we feel like we aren't, we end up getting a huge blob of doubt and negativity in our life. But the good news is, for people who have trusted in the perfect life, death, and resurrection of Jesus, don't have to strive for human approval, because our approval was already given to us by God because of Jesus. 2 Corinthians 5:21 says, "For our sake he made him to be sin who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God." Because of Jesus taking on the sin of those who trust him, we are able to have right standing before God, to be children of God with access to his presence purely by grace through faith alone.